So Evelyn's mansion looks nice. Fecal Nostril is the first to arrive. Oh, that's why the house is so nice. Fecal's staying here. Let's see what Shaq Jackie gets. And now Malaysia and her lack of substance join the group. Fecal Nostril asked Malele, have you talked to Jackie? And Malaysia said, for what? And I'm with her. Now you say you don't talk to people who talk about your children, but you sure are up skinning and grinning up in Kristen's face, and she's the one who said they was dirty. Snot-nosed little crumb catchers. All right, so now we at Heffa Christie's house, and it's decent, much more modern. Oh goodness, right when you picked a great house, you got this dead squirrel around your neck. I know good fur, and honey, that is old and repurposed at best, and bath mat at worst. Looks more bath mat to me. I mean, it could have once been alive, but it looks used. Not vintage, just used. And improperly stored. That's not fur, that's decay. Heffa Christie said, this is the last chance we can salvage our sisterhood. You don't have a sisterhood. You ain't like Portia and Shameen and Tanya, sisters scissoring in a circle. You're strumpets sniping at each other. Jen is super excited to get out of Atlanta. Why? You just moved there. I guess it's the memories of all that fleecing. Jen says she ain't here for the drama. Then why'd you show up? You gonna act like you ain't gonna beg Evelyn for her friendship? You've been doing it for too long. Child, you gonna stick with her longer than you did that knotted husband you had. I mean, you look at that man and just say, Naughty Pine in person. Naughty Pine in person. I couldn't do it. Now OG arrives and says she's trying to have a baby. Why don't you try to have a wedding first? Just saying. And why don't your man try to have a basketball job? There's a whole lot of things you should try before that baby. OG ain't talked to nobody either. She said these heifers ain't reach out. OG and Jennifer say, look, if they want a fellowship and sisterhood, they can come over here. We getting our checks regardless. So now we got Lamar Odom's ex arriving at Fecal Nostril's abode. Kristen jump in all excited. You could tell Heffa Odom ain't here for her, and neither are we. Child, Phoebe was not exposed to somebody that had the vibe. Production said you are not worth the full trip. You're making us really safe by not coming around because nobody wants to look at you or your jaundiced complexion. Ha! She gonna say, well, you know, I couldn't afford to get some of the older women sick. Like who, Evelyn? Because you know she's knocking on 50. Kristen's daughter is already telling her don't be basic. Thank goodness the student has surpassed the teacher with that one. She may be faux, but at least she knows what you are. So Jackie's next say, doesn't this pandemic put life in perspective for you? But Jennifer says, oh no one in this group takes accountability. Well, especially you saying you weren't talking about latchkey Shanice. Ha! Even Heffa Christie says, okay, Jennifer, you not bothered. You sure giving a soliloquy about it though. Like a bothered Biffa would. So Heffa Christie goes over to Fecal Nostril's home to start stirring the turd. That's why she's Fecal Nostril. Lamar done pissed away all his kids' college coin. That's why you had to take this job on Basketball Wives. That's a shame. But now Heffa Christie pop up. So Malaysia ain't in the mood, Nate said shit to Heffa Chris. Heffa Christie, how can you expect Malaysia to believe in your friendship when you torment this girl every season? The only reason Malaysia puts up with it is for the check. And now Kristen says, oh, I'll check out your place, Jackie. I want to talk to OG. Since when? Since Cece left so you don't have shit else to say? But Kristen is already going with the, oh, I can't believe she would use something so serious, and it's not true. So you're already going to listen but disprove and discount her feelings, continuing to be part of the problem. Oh goodness, Evelyn and this victim crying, you know how hard this was, it hurt my soul. You don't have a soul, Heffa. They all are still on their, oh gee, did this for a moment. Shitty Nostril chiming in. This could ruin jobs and careers and you just want a moment. You really can't look at your snide behavior and see your shitty ways? Fecal Nos? Then again, you thought siphoning and hiding shit in your mama's name was cool. So I don't know why I expect integrity, dignity, or respect from you. So now we got Lamar Odom's ex calling her son, and he said, oh yeah, Lamar messaged me about the college money, and she said, then what are you doing? Get your coin, fool. So now Malele willing to listen to Heifer Christie, like you are every season. I mean, I'm sick of the same game with you. But Shawnee was right, no substance. And she would know because she lacks quite a bit herself. Heffelin said, I think coyotes are stalking me. And Pisces in the chat said, well, coyotes do follow things that are dying. And your career sure is, with these ratings. Oh my goodness, Evelyn with this victim trope again every time they bring up OG. Why everybody complaining about the houses being so cold? Y'all couldn't afford no heat? You old off-season rental asses? So Jackie get back and tell OG Kristen want to chat with you. Jen want to be mad. Jackie Christie told them she was over it. Why? You are. You ain't got nothing to say to him, so let him know. You know Jackie ain't got nothing better to do. She could be learning how to apply her wig, but she ain't gonna do that. So now Kristen heading over to make things right with OG because she needs an ally. Let's see if she's rah-rah about the colorism or if she'll backpedal and pussy pop so she can stay paid. So now we got Heifer Odom telling the girl about her financial follies. So now Kristen arrives and they're having a little sushi dinner courtesy of Heifer Christie. More than what Kenya did. Keep watching Basketball Wives for a sneak peek of family reunion. Child, you trying to sneak and make us peep. Don't nobody like that shitty little show. Oh my goodness. Kristen, you really gonna say, oh, what do you mean by features? I thought it was just a skin color thing. Willfully obtuse. So OG is doing a great job with the examples and explaining the colorism. And now Heffer Williams comes to OG's defense. But you sure weren't there last season. But I guess since Evelyn won't take you back, you'll take what you can get. So Kristen ain't willing to take accountability, but OG's serving it to her raw. So Kristen goes back and now none of the girls understand what's going on with OG. Y'all just stupid. You know what? I can't even expect you to understand anything this high-minded because you've got low brains. You're low life. You're low fruit. Oh, now y'all joking about it. Malaysia gonna say, oh, you colorized her too? You think it's funny? It's so interesting how you were so sensitive about your brother and police brutality. But you're gonna make jokes about colorism. You're gonna chuckle at that. Okay, Heifer. Okay. But again, you have no substance. She gonna say, oh, and then the table came up. Again? I'm sorry, you threw a table at someone in another country. Yeah, that's gonna come up. You're talking about she's so violent and aggressive, but somebody picked up a table and threw it. Oh goodness, Malaysia got wind that Jackie Christie stuck up for her, so you know they gonna get back together. Jackie knows how to play you like a fiddle. She's better at it than your husband was. Jackie said, well, this can't continue going the way that it's going, just like your wig in that confessional, because it's gonna slide right off your head. That part's right by your ear. So Jackie tell Jennifer, you got one more time to snap at me and we gonna have an issue. I don't have Malaysia to beat up on and I'm looking for a punching bag. And we know you're a weak-willed wimp. Jackie wanna have a good time, but nobody's digging her lesbonics. Well, that was the episode. Fuck you, Shawnee.